So this is the design that I'm going to show you, and that includes this D-ring with the clip, and then rather than having a D-ring here, I'm going to install this keychain ring here. That way you can have your fob on here, which can be taken on and off, and then the rest of your house keys and things can go on this ring. So that's the way I'm making it for myself. This was made for my daughter's team. I made 18 of these, and I did it that way without this D-ring so that we could install these. So anyway, first things first, your supplies. You'll need one of these D-ring with clips plus a key ring, and this is one of the ones that opens. This is one of the ones that opens up. And then you need fabric, 2 fabrics. So you can use matching or contrasting or whatever you want for fabric. The nice thing about this project is that you can use fabric scraps, or you can use old cotton button-down shirts. If you have a favorite shirt that is worn out or has a hole or something, you can cut that up and utilize that for the project like this. It takes very little fabric. That's the nice thing about this project. So I'm going to cut my fabric 4 inches wide by, I think this is about 17 inches. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut mine 4 inches by 17 inches. So let's do that. This part, you could, if you wanted yours to be a lanyard rather than a wristlet, you could cut it narrower. You could go down to 3 inches and make your lanyard smaller. So that's another, the other beauty of this project is it can be modified to whatever size you want to do. So I'm cutting both of my layers at once. Alright, then the next step is to take this to the ironing board and press it. So we're going to do this one piece at a time, and I'm going to fold it in half, wrong side to wrong side, and press that. Iron is still getting hot here, so. And then we'll open that up, and we're going to fold the raw edge into the fold there on both sides. And then fold that up. Just making sure that those folded edges match up really well. Okay, same thing on this piece. So, you know, as I got this folded and I'm seeing the width of this, I don't like it so much. I feel like it's too thick. So I'm going to open these back up and I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 inches rather than 4. Silly me. Okay, I'm going to go 3 inches. Let's see how that looks. That looks better. I like that better. So 3 inches is good for a wristlet. You could even go 3.5, but I think 4 is too wide. So same thing on this side. Then the next step is to line these up, pin them together, and sew them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to place them together opposite. So the opening on this side, we're going to do this opening opposite. So this one's the folded edge and this one's the open edge. Same thing here. So we'll put a couple pins in and just make sure they're lined up nice and straight. Alright, and I'll meet you at the sewing machine. This is one of my favorite uses for the blind hem foot. It has this metal guide down the center of it, and it's perfect for doing a top stitch. It makes your top stitches just absolutely perfect, so I love to use that. I'm going to use a navy blue thread here so that you can see the stitching on this project. So the first thing that we're going to do is stitch all the way around, all the way down both sides. Line up the edge of the fabric right with the edge of the blind hem foot there. Move the needle all the way over to the left, or actually I'm not going to do it all the way. I'm going to do it only 1 notch over to the left, so that way the needle will drop in right on the very edge of my fabric. And I'm going to take out the pins as I go because the pins cause the fabric to kind of lump up, and you don't want that. Okay. Let's See how nice that blind hem foot just creates such a nice straight seam. The next step is to turn it right side to right side, which means the fabric that you want to be on the outside, which I want this one to be on the outside, you're going to do it right side to right side. We're going to drop our D-ring clip on there, as well as the keychain. We are going to just stitch straight across here, and we're going to go back and forth a couple times to make sure it's nice and solid. So at this point I'm going to change into my regular presser foot. I'm going to go back again, and I'm aiming it one more time. So I've got a nice solid stitch there, and I'm going to take this down to about 1/4 of an inch, and then we are going to flip it around so that the right side is out. So we've got this on the inside. I'm going to bring my D-ring up, flip it around so that the flat side is in there, and I'm going to go ahead and place that D-ring in the center of these fabrics. There we go. Just going to tuck it in there nice and tight, pull it up there, and then we're going to stitch real tight here. So I'm going to switch over to my zipper foot. I'm going to put my zipper foot on so I can stitch nice and tight next to the ring. Again, going back and forth a couple times. So now we've got that stitched in. Now we'll bring this guy up to the top and do the same thing underneath there. There we go. So now you have a double key ring on a cute little wristlet. Put your keys on here. You can put your fob on here. That way you can take the fob off of here so you don't have this heavy, or you can hook this to your purse and just put your keys on here. You've got a few different options with this, but that's how easy it is. And I have links to these 2 items in description box below, so check the description box. I've got these, as well as my rotary cutter and mat and ruler. You can grab all those things from the links in the description box below. So thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you on the next one.